A very good morning for all of you who are present here, distinguished leaders, global delegates, innovators, entrepreneurs, thinkers, and change makers. Welcome back to day 2 of the Global Confluence Summit 2025, a summit that is rewriting possibilities of collaboration, innovation, and global synergy. Yesterday, we ignited powerful conversations across MSME growth, digital transformation, women in leadership, sustainability, and procurement excellence. Day 2 promises more deeper insights, global practices, transformative dialogues, and visionary pathway that will shape industry for the next decade. I'm not taking much of time. Let's go ahead and begin this prestigious Summit 2025. May I now invite all our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come up on the dais. Your presence lights up this platform, and we are honored to have leaders who are shaping tomorrow through innovation, empowerment, and global collaboration. May I request now Mr. Prakash Chand Pregal, Board Member, National Traders Welfare Board, Government of India, New Delhi, President, the Bengaluru Wholesale Cloth Merchants Association. Please come on stage, sir. Please. Guys, that's the day beginning. Well, the recap, clapping dust gives you a lot of energy internally and externally, if you remember. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would request Lion Pravin KK, PMJF, founder and CEO, Safe Software and Integrated Solutions, to please come on stage. Thank you, sir. I would request Dr. Ibn Jose, Director, Manipal Academy. Now I would like to request Dr. KP Ramesh, former head of the station, Southern Regional Station, ICAR NDRI Director. I would like to invite Arun Kumar SN, KCS, Additional Registrar of Cooperative Societies and Member Cooperation, Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Now, I would like to call on stage Dr. Vidya Shankar GK, retired Deputy Director, Marketing, Spices Board, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, and Spices Board Chair Faculty. Thank you so much for being here, sir. I would like to call on stage Asha ma'am, our immediate past president of Awake, to please come on stage. And also Ms. Jagadishwari D, Vice President, Awake. We request you to come on stage, ma'am. I welcome our dynamic Ms. Bhuneshwari C, President, Awake 2, for the stage. Thank you so much for all the dignitaries who are present on the dais. To begin this day with grace, harmony, and divine blessings, we'll now move into the invocation. I invite Srimati Jaya to lead us into a soulful invocation. Let this prayer fill our hearts with clarity, peace, and purpose.
Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyahi Sarva Vignopashantahe सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये गणपतिपरिवारं चारुकेयुरहारं गणपतिपरिवारं चारुकेयुरहारं ददति विमलहारं सर्वदा यत्नसारं गणपतिमभिवन्दे वक्रतुण्डावतारम् विविधमणिमयूखै शोभमानं विधुरै कनकरचितचित्रं कण्ठदेशे विचित्रं ददति विमलहारं सर्वदा यत्नसारं गणपतिमभिवन्दे वक्रतुण्डावतारं वक्रतुण्डावतारं नमस्ते.
Thank you so much, Jaya, for invocating the true purpose of the day by remembering Lord Ganesha. Now, to honor our state, our culture, and to show our heritage, let's now rise for the Nadagite.
जय भारत जननीय तनुजाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते जय सुंदर नदी वनಗಳ ನಾಡೆ जय हे रस ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ ಭೂದೇವಿಯ ಮಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿಯೇ ಗಂಧದ ಚಂದದ ಹೊನ್ನಿನ ಗಣಿಯೇ तनुजाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते जननीय जोगुಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ जय हे कर्नाटक माते शंकर रमनुज विद्यारण्य बसवेश्वर मध्वर दिव्यारण्य रंग षडक्षरि पन्ना पंपल कुनिपति जन्ना कुमार व्यासर मंगल धाम कवि कोकिलಗಳ पुण्य राम नानक रामानंद कबीरर भारत जननीय तनुजाते जय हे कर्नाटक माते कैलप ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ ಕಂಕಣ ಜಕಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ ಕಾವೇರಿಯ ವರರಂಗ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರುದ್ಯಾನ ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ಹೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ ನಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ದೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಸುಂದರ ನದಿ ವನಗಳ ನಾಡೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ರಸ ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ
Thank you so much. I request everyone to be seated. Now, before we proceed further to mark the auspicious beginning of day 2, we now proceed the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and progress. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly join in lighting the lamp. Let the flame represent the spirit of empowerment, collaboration, and enlightenment that this summit stands for.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you, dignitaries. Now, to give us glimpse into today's session's themes, the vision behind this summit, I now invite Srimati Hema Malini, Honorable Secretary of AWAKE, to deliver the program overview. The stage is yours, ma'am.
Good morning. Namaskara ellarigu. Sorry, we have started the program today little late, being a Saturday. And I also understand from many of the people who have come today, there's some particular roadblock near Hebbal. There is a jam and people are getting delayed by about half an hour. In spite of that, I am very, very happy to see you all here in the morning hours and welcome you all to the second day of the Global Confluence Summit. Yesterday was day 1. So many of you were here. I think you have been hearing, interacting with a lot of our speakers and awardees. On the day 1, it was mainly focusing on Global MSME Summit and Global Women in Business and Leadership Summit. What we had yesterday was mostly about 28 speakers delivering the addresses, fueling the future, digital gaps, AI and e-commerce, sensitization. There were also people in the second half talking about women in business and leadership, corporate governance, boardroom discussions. We had people talking about venture capital gaps, and we had few of the speakers talking about what next in the future. The vision was set by the inaugural address by Ms. Uma Reddy. She was a president of FKCCI. She said what next we can expect in the next 10 years, and people and women being in the forefront, what is that we can expect, and how the complete economy is going to grow, and we are all getting prepared for the Viksit Bharat 2047, which is a vision set by our Prime Minister Modi ji, 2047. I think all of us are aware of it, and we are all getting ready to be part of the whole game. So today, what is that we are going to hear? We have visionary leaders here on the dais, and I welcome all of them. I would not take too much time reading about them, because already Annapurna has told who are the people who are there on the dais. And we are going to talk about the Global Cooperative Summit today in the morning hours. We have very, very focused sessions on Supply Chain and Procurement Summit today. Parallel sessions are happening on CSR and Sustainability Summit. So if you have understood what is that Confluence Summit which we have done over the past 2 days. Yesterday we had couple of sessions here and another hall, AB4. This is actually where you are sitting is AB5, and in AB4 we had couple of summits happening yesterday, and today we have CSR and Sustainability Summit happening at AB4. We have about 50 plus exhibitors here who are all MSMEs, women and MSMEs who are there, who have exhibited their particular technology, product and services. Request all of you to go around, have a look at the products and the technology which they have put up. We also have some of the government agencies who have put up their particular technologies. Basically, we have from CMTI, we have some innovation technologies which are ready for technology transfer. We have from Indian Post Office, we have some very, very unique services which they are going to talk about today. We have NSIC, ONDC platforms where they are doing the registration online at the booth itself. We have couple of dignitaries from NSIC who were there yesterday because the slot was not presented to them yesterday due to the sessions which got delayed by 1 hour. So we have accommodated them today. We have bankers, SIDBI, and we also have IDFC First Bank. Please listen to all of them. They are our backbone and financiers. Without money and capital, I am sure that all of us will suffer. We will not be able to move forward. So it is part of the complete chain of the business requirements, business enablement requirements. They are going to be here and they are going to present. I welcome all the dignitaries on the stage, and I would like to read out a special message which has been received by me from our chief guest, Mr. Sunil Singhi. He was supposed to be here. He is the chairman of National Board of Trade Welfare Association. He is also on the independent director on the board of ONDC. He is not here. The flights got disrupted, and over the past yesterday and today we are missing about 50 plus dignitaries and speakers and awardees here in these particular sessions because of the flight disruptions. But nevertheless, from his offices, we have got a message. I would just like to read out the message before we start the entire summit. Srimati Hemamalini ji, due to the unforeseen and unprecedented cancellation of all flight services from Delhi to Bangalore, we regret to inform you that the Honorable Chairman will be unable to participate in the Global MSME Summit scheduled on 6 December 2025. The unexpected disruption in the air travel has rendered it impossible for the chairman to be present at the program as originally planned. We sincerely regret the inconvenience caused by this unavoidable absence. Should a similar opportunity arise in the future, the Honorable Chairman would be pleased to prioritize his participation and contribute meaningfully to the important deliberations. The Honorable Chairman extends his best wishes for the success of the summit and expresses his gratitude for your kind invitation. With regards, Office of the Honorable Chairman, National Trade Welfare Board, Government of India. He is very close to our Prime Minister and he has sent his wishes to all of us. And we have a representative from our local Karnataka, Mr. Prakash Chand Pirgalji. He is going to address on behalf of the Chairman and welcome you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for setting the direction and essence for today's proceeding. Now, I would like to request Lion Pravin KK PMJF, founder and CEO, Safe Software and Integrated Solution, to address the audience. Well, sir is the keynote speaker for the day, so with all his experience, with the beautiful insights, he is here to address the audience now. Please, sir.
Namaste to all. Sorry to say that I have a very bad throat. Last 2 days I couldn't speak, but today at least I could. At the outset, I would like to appreciate the efforts of Awake and other organizers who are behind it. Mr. Santosh is a close friend of mine. He invited me to talk about, especially the topic today is on the cooperatives. I'm really proud to be here and deliver the keynote address on a topic which is cooperatives to CoopTech. I don't know how many of you know the contribution of cooperatives in developing developing India. I would like to mention the quote of our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, wherein he mentioned, it is not just public and private investment India needed, but also cooperatives. So he envisaged a developed India through public, private, and cooperatives. Being a person who is coming from Kerala, at least I know, I'm sure everybody here knows about the Kerala model of development. The standard of living in Kerala is at par with Europe. This is been informed by UN. So today, if you look at the standard of living in Kerala, I truly believe it's because of the cooperatives. Because cooperatives have played a major role in developing the villages and communities. Still, there are a lot of people who are very reluctant to join, and they are not really proud to say that I am part of a cooperative. So this is where today I am really proud that we have come with a platform known as Cooperatives for All, wherein cooperatives can be taken to what we call to the CoopTech. So this is a platform which you developed to uplift the cooperatives, to attract the youths, women, entrepreneurs, professionals to the cooperatives, because many young generation don't know that they are all living happily in the villages. It's because of the cooperatives. Because cooperatives provide financial assistance to the needy, which other banks don't do. I remember my former CEO of a cooperative bank where I worked, because that bank has gone through a severe financial crisis. And one day he called me and told me, Praveen, see, it is our responsibility to uplift this bank. You know why? And he said, if this cooperative bank, don't function, you and me cannot live here happily. Because you see, when people need money and nobody is helping them, what they will do, they will resort to some bad things. So today, at least in Kerala, and I'm sure it is happening in Karnataka also, cooperatives have played a major role. I'm sure people like Mr. George and Arun sir will be talking about the role of cooperatives, how they build these systems. For me, I'm very proud that we have come with as a global platform for cooperatives, global platform. I want to make you understand that if you really understand the business which is happening in the cooperative sector, it's beyond our imagination. It is around $2.8 trillion. That is equal to our GDP. I think we have reached only 3 trillion or something. Nobody knows it. Around 288 million people are depending. That means around 10 to 12% are leveraging the cooperatives across the globe. I mentioned about $2 trillion business. It is coming out only of the top 300 cooperatives. For example, we can always be proud that IFCO is one of the largest cooperatives in the world. IFCO. We can always be proud about it. You can see the greatest examples of Amul, etc., etc. And Kerala, we have the best hospitals in the cooperative sector. We have the best medical colleges. We have the best supermarket. We have the best 5-star hotel. people across the world can come and learn what is happening in the cooperative sector. Of course, there are negatives when the sector grows. But this is where we are trying to come with a global platform to promote the products, services, the activities, their achievements, their innovative projects, the leadership in the cooperatives. Many people, like the president of Cooperative Bank, the CEO of Sahyadri Multi-State, they're all contributors. They're all contributors. But they are not being really recognized. So this is where I would like to appreciate the organizers, that this is the first time I have used to attend a lot of conference. Some organizers have initiated to appreciate and recognize the people who works in the cooperative banking sector. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. So I'm very proud to be here. I don't want to speak more. I will try to get more the data from the participants, from the organizers, to be in touch with. One of the main objective of the cooperatives for all is to facilitate financial services to the women entrepreneurs. Without entrepreneurship getting promoted, we will not reach Viksit Bharat or whatever may things. At least today we talk about, we are visualizing a Viksit Bharat because of the visionary approach of our Prime Minister. It's a fact. So I believe that cooperatives for all can also contribute and make the dream of our Prime Minister. And it's time that we must also take the dream to ours and ensure that India, we have to mention that we are from India. Still we have that slavery mentality. It's very important that we must come out. And we must recognize the people who have silently working. You know, many people, the board of directors, the presidents, they are working without any money or anything. And they are all the contributors. And I would like to dedicate, would like to appreciate and express my gratefulness to those people who have worked silently without being recognized. And what they are doing is helping in developing this great country, Bharat. So, with this, I would like to again thank especially Mr. Santosh, whom I met during the Bangalore Tech Summit. And when I mentioned about the topic, about the platform that we are going to launch, which we call Cooperatives for All, it's a global platform from India. You see, there are a lot of platforms which is coming from US, Europe. How many platforms are there from India? So I'm very proud that we are launching a platform which is going to be global in the coming days. So I need your prayers and support and encouragement to onboard. And this platform is actually going to, and I really want to talk to the leadership of Awake to see how we can move forward. I was actually even thinking about talking to the concerned person of ONDC. Luckily, I'm sitting near to him. And I was also about to meet one person who is a very committed and dedicated person from Karnataka. I never seen a government employee who works very passionately like a private corporate person. And luckily, I saw him today. His name is Mr. Arun. So this platform is giving more opportunities. I met George sir a couple of days back, and I was very impressed with the level of the activities they are doing, which can uplift the image of cooperatives. I've seen very committed persons like the Kumbh Bank President, Mr. Venkatesh, and the CEO, Mr. Puttusamy, working day and night to take these organizations. I also have my friend, Mr. Dinil, who have influenced more than 50,000 or 100,000 people in their area by giving the best of the financial services. So I'm very, very proud today to talk about this topic. And I once again thank you all. Thank you for the patience, hearing. And I wish this conference very big success. Thank you very much.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our keynote speaker, Lion Pravin KK. The way you articulated the objective of strengthening entrepreneurship for women, the way you spoke about shaping the industries, transforming communities, and redefining leadership, the insight on how people now are recognizing and valuing corporate professional as well beautifully showed that growth comes from a combination of innovation, structure, and collaboration. But perhaps the most touching part for me in the entire keynote was the way you brought out the positive qualities of everyone, whomever you have met in the room, and the way you appreciated their strength, uplifting their positiveness, and creating the space for everyone to shine. Thank you so much for that humility, grace, and warmth that truly made your message unforgettable. So, thank you. I would like to call upon stage, near the dais now, the guest of honor, Prakash Chand Pirgal, board member, National Traders Welfare Board, Government of India, New Delhi, to address us with few words, sir. Please. Let's welcome with a huge round of applause, please.
Namaskara, Bangalore. Sir, we are in Bangalore. Namaskara, Bangalore. ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Our chairman, Sri Sunilji Singh, was supposed to come yesterday evening, but because of this Indigo problem, he could not come and he could not get any other flight also. There was so much of problem to get that other flight also, so he could not come. I apologize on behalf of Sunilji Singhvi. He is the chairperson of National Traders Welfare Board. Dignitaries on the dais, friends. I am Prakash Pirgal. I am also the board member of National Traders Welfare Board. After independence of India, after 75 years, any government first time taken initiative to make one board for the traders. For the MSME, for the traders, there was no recognition from the government of India from last 75 years. So this is the first board which was, Sunilji Singh is the chairman for that. And from Karnataka, I am the alone board member for this board. Now, this is, in this board, 9 ministry come always whenever we have board meeting. 9 joint secretary of the 9 ministry, Labor, MSME, ONDC, Finance, GST, like this, all the 9 joint secretaries sit in the board and we can ask any question and get the reply from them. This is one of the best board and very soon the one board will be established in Karnataka also. The government of India already given the letter to the government of Karnataka. All the state there will be a board for the traders and MSME. Whatever the problem we have, we can go there and solve the problem. So this is going to be one of the best achievement for the traders and MSME. One more thing I'm want to inform you, very soon the government of India, already it is announced, the pension scheme for the government of India, all the traders, all the businessmen who is not getting pension till now, the government of India, Modi ji already announced the pension scheme for the traders and the businessmen. The scheme already started, but the amount is very less, 3,500 rupees per month after 60 years. Once the businessman complete his 60 years, he will be able to get the pension every month. So now the board has told them not to start this scheme, at least 10,000 rupees to be paid as a pension, and very soon from our board this will be implemented, and very soon in the whole India all the traders and the businessmen and industry people will get 10,000 rupees pension every month. This is the Government of India policy, and very soon it will implement. ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾದು ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇತ್ತು. I want to speak in the 3 language because हम लोग यहाँ पे कर्नाटक में रहते हैं. कन्नड़ में बोलना बहुत ज़रूरी था, तो मैं कन्नड़ में भी बोलना चाहूँगा और हिंदी में भी बोलना चाहूँगा. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಅಂಗಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವ ಅಂಗಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾನ ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ನಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ, 25 ಲಕ್ಷ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳು ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾನ ನಾವು ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು. 10 ಲೇಬರ್ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 10 ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್, ಆ ಲಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಗೆಜೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆ ಗೆಜೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಇದೆ. ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡಿಂದ ಆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾನು ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪಿಯೂಷ್ ಜಿ ಗೋಯಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಒನ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಟು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. That letter copy I have already given to Hema Malini ji. She must be seen that letter also. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇ ತಿಂಗಳು, ಮುಂದಿನ ತಿಂಗಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಗೆಜೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡರ್ಸ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಂಡೇ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎ VC link will be given to you. The VC link I will share to Hema Malini ji and President also, and that you can, from that VC link, 3 to 4 there will be a meeting. 9 Joint Secretary of Government of India Ministry will be in the meeting. You can raise any problem regarding MSME, GST or income tax, whatever the problem you have, whatever the trade problem you have, definitely you can question in that VC link. And once you question, if they ask you, send a mail also. Once the mail is sent, definitely you will get a reply from the Government of India. This is one of the best platform at present we have for the traders and businessmen. So every Monday there will be a VC link. The link will be shared to President Avek also, and Avek is doing wonderful work. See, Sunil ji would have, actually it is bad luck that he has not come today. बट डेफिनेटली देर इज़ अ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया पॉलिसी. आज के डेट में मोदी सरकार की इतनी अच्छी अच्छी पॉलिसी है लेडीज़ के लिए. अगर वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर आगे आएंगे तो उनके लिए बहुत सारे बेनिफिट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया दे रही है, लेकिन अपने को उसकी जानकारी नहीं है. ये जानकारी के लिए वापस, क्योंकि ये सुनील जी आ नहीं सके हैं, और जो भी आपके प्रॉब्लम है, वॉट एवर द प्रॉब्लम यू हैव, यू कैन सेंड मी ए लेटर और बाई मेल, and definitely I'll see that I'll send it to the Government of India and you'll get a reply. And whatever the problem you have in business or trade or industry, definitely it will be solved. What all the problems you have, but you have to join the link. Means whenever I send the link, you should join the meeting, you should question your problem, whatever the problem you have, the problem will be solved. आज के डेट में मोदी जी के 3 विज़न हैं. उसमें जीएसटी, उन्होंने GST 2 में बहुत GST कम किया है. GST 99% प्रोडक्ट पे कम हुआ है और आगे भी बहुत संभावना है. मैं बता सकता हूँ, अभी जो मोदी जी सरकार की जो पॉलिसी है, मैं अभी थोड़े दिन पहले, महीने भर पहले ओम बिरला जी से मिलना हुआ था. उन्होंने बताया कि इंडिया में 12 महीने के अंदर इतने चेंजेस आने वाले हैं. देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವದೇಶಿ ಅಪ್ನಾವ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೋಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೋಕಲ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಯಾರು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಂಗಡಿ ವೋಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೋಕಲ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟರೆ, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟರೆ, ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿ ವೋಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನೋ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಶಾಪ್. ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಲೋಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. we are only going to get the benefit. So these are the policy what Government of India is coming very soon, And Vocal for Local is already started. GST 2, GST Bachao, crores of rupees, everyone is getting benefits. So many business, now cycle, paper, so many businesses under zero category. So like this, so many benefits will be, again will be getting. And I'm really thankful to Hema Malini ji. She has called me that this session is going on and you are invited. So she invited me for this program. I'm really thankful to Hema Malini ji. I met her in FKCCI programs also. So there only I could, she had my number and she called me. I'm really thankful. Whatever the trade problem, business problem, industry problem, please let me know. I am the alone person at present. They are going to take one lady for the board member. They want one lady board member from Karnataka. Very soon it will be selected. If anybody is interested also, they can send their profile also to me, because they will not take another second person as agents. So it is the Government of India policy. And it is very prestigious. See, the board member Government of India, we have, there is a board office there also, and definitely in Bangalore, Vidhan Soda also, there will be a board office. Very soon it will come. So, thank you calling me for this. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और भी कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम व्यापारियों का, बिजनेसमैन का, ट्रेडर्स का, जब भी कुछ भी होगा, आप मेरे को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. मेरे नंबर हैं इनके पास, और कोई भी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने की कोशिश डेफिनेटली की जाएगी. जो भी प्रॉब्लम होगा उसका ज़रूर से ज़रूर उसका निस्तारा किया जाएगा. इसके लिए ये बोर्ड की स्थापना की गई है. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू.
That was truly an electrifying and empowering from the heart message from our guest of honor. The good news about the pension benefits for traders and MSME has truly energized the room, finally recognizing the backbone of our nation's economy. Your clarity on changing labor laws and how they will make business smoother, fairer, and more transparent was incredibly valuable, sir. And your powerful reminder that within next 12 months will bring the major changes which will be in favor of entrepreneurs, MSMEs, and traders, give us all the fresh hope and motivation. Your call to embrace vocal for local was a strong wake-up message, and the highlight, the encouragement for us to join the new platforms and meetings created for traders and MSMEs, where our challenges can be raised, our ideas heard, and real solution shaped. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to call Dr. K.P. Ramesh, former head of the station, Southern Regional Station ICAR, to address the audience. So please.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. I am Dr. K.P. Ramesh. I will be talking today about cooperative sector opportunities and challenges, particularly in agricultural sciences sector, with special reference to dairying. I am specialized in dairy. I am PhD in animal genetics and breeding. I am also specialized in IPR, intellectual property rights. I have also qualified independent director. I am also associated with a couple of organizations and started one or two small Section 8 companies. When I was working as the director of Atal Incubation Center, I was associated. Now I am a retired person. Now I am associated with FSSAI as a panel member, APIDA and NAC for higher education institution accreditation, for ICR for accreditation purposes. Today I will be talking, they told about 10 minutes, so I will be restricting my talk to about 10 minutes. I prepared for about 30 minutes. Initially it was told for 30 minutes. That's the reason I prepared for 30 minutes. But types of cooperatives. For cooperative sectors in India, we all know about Kendriya Bhandar. They make available the material, goods at a reasonable rate to its members. Producers cooperative societies. Everyone knows about milk cooperative societies like Milma, KMF, Karnataka Milk Federation, Amul and all. Cooperative marketing societies in aids in marketing, Camco, Shumaga, Mangalore and other areas, Kerala, Karnataka people are aware of it. We get remunerative price. Farming cooperative societies facilitates benefits of large-scale farming like IFCO. They purchase the goods at a reasonable rate because of quantity. They can get at a cheaper rate and make available. For example, I am also a arcanut grower, so I know we get sprayer facilities from Camco at a reasonable price because of bulk purchases. That is the advantages. Housing cooperative societies, even teachers cooperative societies and other things. For example, cooperatives, as you all know, it is a voluntary, democratic and autonomous organization controlled by their members. Multi-state cooperative societies are also available in many states, in many sectors like agriculture, dairy, textile, poultry, marketing, sugar, and other areas. States regulate their societies, incorporation, regulation, and winding up also. When you want to wind up also, states regulate. Parliament can legislate matters related to the incorporation, regulation, winding up of MSCs. MSCs Act 2002 provides for functioning of MSCs, how they should function. Contribution, coming to the contribution, for many of you must be from Karnataka, KMF, how much it has contributed for the benefit of the small and marginal milk producers. Similarly, marginal farmers, many cooperative societies are contributing. Amul in Gujarat, I was associated with the NDDB in many occasions, many activities. They have contributed for the upliftment of the farmers, dairy farmers. Same way, sugar farmers in Maharashtra. Provides essential items, cooperatives provide essential items at a reasonable rates to the consumers, milk and milk products. IFCO provides input. Employment generation, as already one of the speakers told, they generated huge. KMF itself generates in lakhs of appointment, direct and indirect. Today, challenges. Today I will be talking few things about challenges to the cooperative sector. Challenges first and the foremost is inadequate transparency, governing issues, democratic decision making, it delays. For example, a couple of my family members are also entrepreneurs. I know how much difficulty they face in getting the approvals, getting the things and other things. My daughter is also an entrepreneur. She tried to start from Karnataka, from our car shed she started, but getting approvals or land and other things. Somehow Rajasthan government offered her the land immediately. She started in Jaipur, her factory, and she was able to flourish. Last year she exported her fashion designing. She is in fashion designing silver articles to 121 countries. She is able to start her showrooms in Bombay, Colaba, Bandra, Delhi, Khan Market, and other countries also. She is trying to export. Quick decision making is very, very important. Governance issues, many times they come in the way of quick decision making. That has to be changed. Many things are happening. I am also associated with some of them, but at the same time, it has to happen quickly. Financial constraint, restricted financial access for particularly low value cooperatives. In the beginning, I also started a company, Deshi Livestock Cooperatives, with the intention, FPOs and all, you must be aware of it. But only thing is, goat milk, it has got lot of health benefits. Today also, skin ointment, skin related and neuron development, brain development and all. Many things are there. Some of the things we are getting imported to our country. So as an import substitute, we are trying. But difficulties are also, many things are there. Because of time constraint, I will not be able to detail out, but delayed election, many times due to political interference, caste politics, not only in Karnataka, I was working in Haryana, Arunachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and other places, Bihar and other states I have seen, where so much of caste politics enter into cooperatives, they create lot of problems, caste, region, religion, everything will be there. Socio-economic barriers will be there, and infrastructural gaps. In milk sector itself, our cooling system, cold chain maintenance, fruits, today also, even today in horticulture sector, wastage of food, fruits and vegetables is very, very high in our country as compared to Japan, UK, Israel and other countries. I had the opportunity to visit Germany a few days back. I was there in Germany. I was seeing how much vegetables and fruits cold chain is provided to them. But Kerala, I am very happy that Milma and others, Kerala is getting many things, but at the same time, Kerala also wastage. I was analyzing for somebody how much is wastage is there. Policy strengthening, way forward, we have to strengthen our policies. Everything I feel, timeline has to be maintained. If 7 days, if they are not giving approval, either reject it or give approval. It should be deemed to be approved. That way, if you can bring in, it will be a lot of things fast. Computerization, digital transformation, priorities, technology adoption, it is very, very important. Today, disease diagnosis in animals or anything, emerging diseases and all, sensors we can use very well, but our small farmers, one animal, two animal, it is difficult. Wherever big farms are there. Chitle farm in Maharashtra, if you go, so much technological adaptation is there. It is no way inferior to what I have seen in Israel, Australia, Netherlands, and other countries. And financial flexibilities, if you want loan and other things, it should be sanctioned or approve it or no, you tell within 48 hours. That should be the way. No telling is also a good thing, but if you delay it, delay is the deadliest form of denial, what you say. That is what is happening. Indian cooperative system, it has to flourish, and globally competitive means we have to be very fast. Awareness campaigns, we have to do it, and I'll come to the, instead of going into the dairy sector, I have had a couple of examples, but I will, if you want to be globally competitive, we have to be quality consciousness. For example, in milk itself, if you have to sell the milk and milk product, the somatic cell count in the milk should be less than 2 lakhs in USA. If you want to sell in European Union, it has to be less than 1 lakh. But in our Holstein Friesian black and white cows, what we have got, most of the cities and surrounding areas which we have brought from abroad, normally we get around 4 to 5 lakhs per ml of milk. If you want to reduce it, we have to utilize all the modern technologies available, housing, cleaning, everything, then it is possible. And one more thing, because of foot and mouth disease, foot and mouth means mouth as well as leg disease, we are not able to export our milk and milk product to most of the countries, European, America. Whatever we are exporting milk and milk product is to our neighboring countries, and there is a lot of opportunities. Traditional dairy product. A few months back, I was in Frankfurt. I was searching for Mysore Pak. It was not available nearby. One Sarvanabhavan is there where it was available. I could search for that. But we can make our product. There are huge population of NRIs in USA, Australia, Netherlands, Germany. Germany, small town itself, we have got Kannada Sangha. That is what I was surprised. There we were demanding for the items of where my son stays. There Kannada Sangha is there on a festival day. More than 150 people, Kannadigas joined. They called Tamilian, dosa and all were made, Keralites and all. We were all interested in our traditional product. That means there is opportunity for that. But we have to make the quality for that. Palada payasam, Keralites, in a particular day they make, but the process of making it so difficult. Nowadays, both husband and wife are working, so we have to make it, the procedure, mechanization, it is very, very important. That's what we did it. And similarly, innovative cooperative business models we should come out, and many models and supporting has been done by Ministry of Cooperative, 2021 it is formed. Many initiatives they have taken, very good initiatives. Technology-led development is very, very important. Operation Flood, how Kurianji is able to convert the crisis in the developed countries into opportunities in India in 3 phases. That is a very typical example. I want to give few examples how cooperatives have helped. Consumer price to return to the producer, because in milk sector itself, in cost paid by the consumer per kg of milk in USA is $1, European countries Union is $1, Australia and New Zealand is 1.2, India we pay around $0.7 per kg of milk. But what percentage goes to the farmer is 43% in USA, 45% in European Union, Australia and New Zealand, less than 30%. In India, we give to the producer more than 60%. That means we are giving very high. Similarly, milk processing plus retailing cost in cooperative sector per kg in USA is $0.5, European Union is 0.4, Australia and New Zealand is 0.9, whereas in India is 0.3. That means processing cost is least in India. All this, similarly, cost of production of milk or milk product, many of the agriculture goods is very less. That has to be used for the benefit of export. We have to promote export. Cooperative Ministry has taken many decisions nowadays, but at the same time, we have got lot of drawbacks also. The producer company model, for example, Sahyadri Farms, morning also it was mentioned in Maharashtra, they have got more than 24,000 members. They were able to pack and export under a single brand. Smart cooperative model, that means technology utilization is another thing, and we can go for integrating the innovative approaches, niche market, niche products. For example, ghee. Ghee is used mostly in India. Ghee, lot of demand is there. Wherever Indians are there, they will be searching for ghee. If we are able to export it, recently I was invited to deliver a lecture, KMF Advisory Board also I suggested we should make available in New York or many cities of the world. We should not be restricted to Karnataka or India or few neighboring countries. We should be go global. When it is in dollars or EU value, today it is around 91 rupees, $1. So it can be benefiting to the farmer. Value addition is most important. If you sell milk as a milk, only 10% profit you can get maximum. If you pack it and sell, 20%. If you convert it to butter or ghee, you can get around 30 to 40%. If you make it sweet, you can get around 55 to 60% profit. That means cost of the raw material decreases so much. Branding is also very important. Today, Amul, Sodhi ji, I used to discuss with him, he was our IDA president, many times. They are able to sell most of their product nowadays in many countries because of branding and quality assurances. Quality is very, very important. Quality, we are all living in IPR era, so quality. Cooperation, export alliances among the cooperatives. We can collaborate or alliances can be made with the international cooperative sector, and that can be strengthen our product movement. And bulk sourcing and marketing also very, very important, and it can help to make available the product at a reasonable price. And sustainability and social responsibility. Today, Germany, social responsibility. Animals should be given comfort. All those things is there. Similarly, methane emission and other things. Those things can be addressed through cooperative sector or in groups only. One or two animals, a farmer having, it is impossible under the platform cooperative. Online marketing. Today, online marketing in cooperative sector is also coming up in a big way. Even those who are involved in marketing are the workers or the owners of those cooperatives. That is also. All these things are happening worldwide that has to be utilized. My own example, if I want to say, milk sector has flourished today. It is because of the cooperative sectors, and we have to thank the Tribhuvan Das Patel ji, Kurian ji, and others who have made it possible. Technology, innovation, technology. These are all the dairy product available. Traditional dairy product of South India, I just listed all the product of South India. So many products are there. Particular festival or particular day, worldwide demand is there. When I was in Boston, I used to see, we were more than 500 people for southern India. We used to join South Indian Association and other things. And we were interested in ghee. Good quality ghee was not available. There is lot of possibilities are there. And similarly, agricultural goods also, rice or any other things also. I go for auditing of APIDA on the behalf of APIDA and other places, and also sustainability auditing. I see in worldwide, there is lot of opportunities. But quality is the mantra. Without, if you are compromising quality, nothing can be exported to developed countries. If you want to export, we have to be quality conscious. We should make things rigid and also quick, sanctions, approval, disapproval. Yeah, approving or not approving is okay, but that has to be done in a time frame manner. With that remark, I want to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your insights on the dairy sector were especially impactful. You reminded us the importance of using dairy products responsibly without waste, turning dairy waste into productive value-adding resources, and leveraging technology to improve quality, efficiency, and sustainable growth. You also broadened our perspective, the way you spoke about the value of milk and dairy products across different countries globally. How we can go ahead and utilize it was really a kind of brain-boggling at this point in time. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would request Dr. Vidya Shankar GK, retired Deputy Director, Marketing, Spices Board, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, and Spices Board Chair Faculty, to address the audience. Yes, sir, please.
So once again, good morning to everybody. It's a wonderful occasion because the whole focus is one by Awake, focused on women entrepreneurs. Second issue is most critical issue today for the global trade, even national trade, that is supply chain. So be resilient and agile. So that's going to be the mantra for the next 15 years, 20 years. Economy is growing. India is growing faster than the economy. The demand for all products, including food and agriculture products, processed foods, moving up. Being from a commodity board, Ministry of Commerce, whatever I speak will be mostly related to, my views are related to food and food products. But many of them are also, applicable to other products, because many agriculture products are also, used in your cosmetics, medicine, other products. First of all, with the focus on food sector, look at the food sector, the way it is growing. Okay. Can you just believe that today the global consumer spends $20 trillion on food consumption? Unbelievable, more than China's national income. $20 trillion. Okay. So if you look at India's, food processing sector, it has reached 866 billion and going to be about 1.5 trillion in 2030. Look at spice sector. From 240 crores in 1990 when I joined the Spice Board to 40,000 crores in 2024-25. Our target is 60,000 crore for 2030. But with already 45,000 crore, already we have 40,000 crore. Maybe instead of 2030, we come to 40,000 crore by 26, 27, 28. And the 2035 target 60,000 crores. Maybe we achieve 2 years earlier. Same is the case with food sector. Though it's about 1.2 trillion, it was focused, it was almost restricted to less than $40 billion over the years. Post-COVID has opened a lot of opportunities in addition to challenges. See, the whole supply chain, its critical issues today, we are discussing more seriously and more in depth because the disruptions post-COVID, during COVID and post-COVID. Okay. So the post-COVID, we got a sort of, opportunity. So every threat gives an opportunity. Today we are nearing $60 billion. The target is to achieve $100 billion by 2030. Very nice to hear, but there are a lot of challenges. The biggest challenge today is the supply chain management. It becomes even more critical when the industry or the sector is import dependent. One, the sector gets its raw material not from one region, but so many regions. For example, a chili exporter, a turmeric exporter may not have so much problem because it gets from, say, Chamarajanagar, Sangli, or 1 or 2 areas, chili from Guntur. Imagine a person manufacturing different kinds of blends, the market for which is growing around 10 to 12% globally. As Sir was rightly telling, there is an Indian community in every town in Europe when I went for delegations, we have met them. Invariably, that is associated with an Indian restaurant. You go there, you find an Indian restaurant. Moment we meet them, say Indian restaurant is actually Basanti, Taj Mahal, and what is that? So many names, beautiful names. If you get on in Nuremberg station, just beside that you get a station. So what I'm telling is that food service business in India is exponentially growing with all this home delivery and is about to reach $60 billion in 2030. Here exactly where the opportunities are coming. Now we are talking about supply chain, but when we talk about food business, it is not just a requirement, but it is a mandatory regulation. You are all aware, which I am going to deal in detail when I take up a detailed presentation, maybe afternoon or so. But as per US FSMA, Food Safety Modernization Act, and FSPCA, Food Safety Preventive Control Alliance regulations, as per food safety norm, supply chain management is one of the most important stage. Because the food safety in food business is not restricted to your unit. It is not controlled within your unit. It mostly depends on outside. Then how to go for vendor, supply chain establishment meeting the regulatory requirements. Business requirement, one, but regulatory requirement is much more than that. There are vendor verifications, audits, selections, documentation, record keeping, validation, verification. I'm not threatening you, but I'm presenting the facts. Because I'm a US FDA trained food safety master trainer. We did more than 100 programs all over India. 2014, see, we are at the nascent stage. So when I look at those trainings, the outcome, the interaction with them, and the supply that the subject that is selected today, it's very, very, very relevant. Okay. So the spice sector is growing, food sector is growing, the market is growing. India has all the character to become a global, not only spices hub, but the food bowl of the world. Because we are the largest producer of many items. I don't want to go into that, you might all have heard. So I will be focusing maybe in the next presentation on what all the support we give you. Okay, whatever critical issues that we are trying to address, most of the thing we are going to address in our schemes through financial assistance. Suppose we have a scheme, technology upgradation scheme, where for adoption of high tech we give 2 crores, and for adoption of technology upgradation we give 1 crore. So when we talk of supply chain critical issues, okay, so at the end of the day, the whole onus of quality for global market and its consequences is on the entrepreneurs, the person who produces the food. So India's agriculture is fragmented, small lands, this problem, that is for our economics. It is not for the global trade. They don't listen to those things because they have to save their population. Okay? They have to save their population from foodborne diseases. So they strictly impose these conditions. So as Sir was speaking about the cooperatives, so we have, to strengthen the supply chain, we improved certain programs at the village level, just like IPM, Integrated Pest Management, NPM, No Pest Management, then even organic certifications, organic cultivation, schemes for that. So we achieved through the cooperatives. So if you go to parts of Telangana and Andhra, today our IPM suppliers are mostly FPOs and cooperative societies. Okay. So focusing on that, the board, most of the commodities boards are supporting now to the supply chain. Even we have introduced a new scheme called primary processing scheme, under which if an exporter wants to go and install a cleaning, grading and quality improvement facility at the suppliers level, okay, in the village or where they're grown, we give them 10 lakhs. Rest of the amount he can invest because he has to do it at several places. Up to 10 lakhs we are going to give him. We have established like spice parks so that the producer and the processor interact and grow what is required for the market. Okay. So this way, if we look at the global challenges has given opportunities, the productivity is a challenge, so that intensive agriculture has come as a solution. We have increased the agriculture productivity and spices productivity. So productivity and equity to farmers by increasing the production and getting them a price, better price, has resulted in a new challenge that is called food safety challenge. Then how to address this issue in the supply chain? The quality certifications that is required, the training we provide. Just for your information, now we are also the approved agency by US FDA for PCQI, that is Preventive Control Quality Individual. Okay, we train the industry as per US FDA and FSMA. Each food processing industry should have one PCQI. So today, from Spice Board, we are 3, totally around 10, 15 are only available now. But still, we do a lot of programs. So I think in association with AWAKE, shortly we may even propose a program. So food safety in the entire supply chain and food safety as a preventive under preventing control lines. Two kinds are there. One is total supply chain. Other one is at the factory level. Okay. So this kind of programs we are going. So addressing these issues, what different topics discussed yesterday and we are going to discuss today, if that is taken care of and executed, it is not just training, then going to the filling the skill gap. Again, for which we have taken many programs. The biggest skill gap today is people who test the food products in the lab using advanced testing machineries. GC, gas chromatography, many people test. But LC, MSMEs, one machine costs 6 crores. So how many people in the factory have that? Who will train them? So we have 8 labs throughout India, we are training manpower. We talk about quality, we give subsidy to install lab machineries, but there are no trained people to test these products using specific method. So all these issues we are going to cover. And definitely with this kind of efforts by organizations awake, support from the Spices Board and other commodity boards, by 2030, I am sure that we are going to achieve an export target of $100 billion in the food. Imagine 2047, the GDP we are trying to target. Second, if you take PPP, we are already the third largest. So by 2047, we will be the second largest. With that kind of amount, what happens? Food has a shortage, food has a limitation. That is called income elasticity. Because my income goes from 1 lakh to 1 crore, I can't consume my food 100 times more because my income has gone up. Then what is the kind of food I consume? The consume very highly specialized value-added foods, cosmetics, where natural products are used. This kind of demand creates furthermore, supply chain issues as well as opportunities. How to address these issues? So if we can focus more on these issues in the coming sessions and then have maybe separate sessions later, later in the month or maybe next year, discuss on sector-specific issues related to supply chain, wherein as far as general food safety and specific to spices also, board will always be there to help this thing. Already there, and lack of, certain common facilities. One is incubation center where already AWAKE has approached Spice Board. Many of you might have felt there is no common or community sterilization facility in Bangalore. People are sending either to Cochin or Coimbatore. If somebody asks for a sterilized product, there is no common sterilization facility. So then critical supply chain issues we are talking about. The lab, still, there is a limitation as far as lab is concerned. Then as far as sterilization is concerned, only one facility is there, one irradiation is there, but that is not accepted in many countries. Okay, but there is one facility in Electronic City, we have to book a few days in advance. That means your whole time is gone, your ship is gone. So when we talk about supply chain, agile and resilient supply chain, these critical issues, policy matters, and most critical today is strengthening cooperatives and FPOs. They only can, because agriculture is heterogeneous compared to industry. But ultimately, we want a homogeneous food product meeting international standard. How is it possible? Unless the groups which produce this are also made homogeneous. This challenge is to be addressed. So it's very fine that whether with different organizations and experts from different fields have a different, approach, views to address this issue. Once homogenized and combined, definitely we will achieve our target of 100 billion. There will be much more, women entrepreneurs. Board has special preference for women entrepreneurs, which I talk about later. So please approach Spices Board, APIDA, and many more. We take you to international fairs. We give you airfare, stall rent. We all discuss it later. We give you assistance for brand promotion, interest-free loan up to 1 crore. We all discuss maybe in the later stage. It is just an assurance that we are starting this day with lot of hopes and assured support from us. Okay, it's a positive indication that the whole time of this day will be more productive. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, sir. Your address on taking local to global, your emphasis on strict quality adherence, global standards, and discipline process was both enlightening and motivating. I'm sure most of them would definitely approach you in the entire day coming soon. Yes, thank you so much, sir. I would like to call Mr. Arun Kumar S.N. KCS, Additional Registrar of Cooperative Societies and Member Corporation, Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. So please.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸೊ ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಗಣಪತಿ ಹಾಡು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, I just wanted to address the beginning, but for the benefit of other people who have come from the other states, I'll speak in English, probably mix it up with a little bit of Kannada. So most of the speakers, distinguished speakers on the dais and all my friends here, good morning. Though still not noon, I think it's about to be noon. Most of them have covered up thing. Actually, I'm from Government of Karnataka. I'm Additional Registrar of Cooperative Societies with almost 27 years of experience in the department. Presently, I'm working as a board member of the Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. But my presence here is more, I think it's valued because of my experience in the department, especially in the cooperation department. So I wish to share some of the, augment some of the views expressed. In fact, Mr. Ramesh spoke in length. Almost he touched upon every aspect of cooperatives and all that. So I don't want to go. And also we had some from one speaker from the Spice Board talking about it, and also some of the labor laws also was some of the improvements which are made. And one more I wish to add, I think they have increased the minimum wages. That is still debated. That's anyway, let's leave it to some other thing. Actually, I have a different perception of cooperatives, like it is the only sector which actually makes use of demographic dividend. See, we used to read always, why poverty? Population, overpopulation. But the only sector now which makes use of the population is cooperatives. You go to any other sector, I mean, economic setup, no, population is always a problem. So India is right at the cusp of getting that demographic dividend, and hence cooperatives occupy a very important role in the economic growth of our country. That is my thinking. And the second vision is cooperatives is one for all for one. I don't think we have this in any other sector. And my experience says there are different types of cooperatives: sugar cooperatives, milk cooperatives, credit cooperatives, multi-purpose cooperatives, women cooperatives, multi-state cooperatives. We have so many kinds, but only some of them have thrived and some of them have survived. Because ultimately cooperatives will survive if there is always a need for that cooperative. So I'll focus mostly to the need of the cooperative and how cooperatives can be synergized with this MSME. We have a burst of MSME activity in the country. They both are not different actually. And can I ask, I should compliment the office bearers of Awake for having started this. But the first entrepreneurship at a very basic level, women entrepreneurship, which was linked to cooperatives, can anyone say which was it? Lijjat Papad was, yeah, an example as a concept. Swasahaya Sangha. Has anyone heard about it? Self-help groups? Yeah, compliment you for that. So you should be knowing more about that. So why that was such a huge success in Karnataka, and the department was very happy to take it on. Because credit offtake from the DCC Bank, District Central Cooperative Banks, was very low. The moment they started giving credit, loans to the SHGs, and none of the loans are secured loans which are given to the SHGs, self-help groups. It's all about 20,000, 25,000, 50,000, 1 lakh to the group of 15 to 20 women. And the kind of NPA, not even 1%, 0.01%. So, no security, but the repayment used to be excellent because it was based on trust. The SHG groups were from the local place, the people who knew them, who made those groups, they just trusted each other. That paperwork was just there for, the banks to claim the reimbursement because they were given loans at the rate of 4% and the remaining it was subsidized by the government. So that trust was the basic factor in that, and that group activity. Many of them became mini entrepreneurs. They could come out of poverty. They started a small tailoring shop. They started a small shop, a ration shop, something, a small provision shop out of this. And I think it helped many of the women entrepreneurs. I call them entrepreneurs because they might not be educated. They might not have a backing of all these skills, but they had one thing, that trust, that confidence. That was there, and it was successful. It was a successful movement. Only of late, there are some red flags in that because suddenly when you start fixing targets for these things, you can have SHGs of so many, so it becomes artificial creation. There's no need. That's why I said need always, it drives above everything. There was no need. In few of the districts, SHGs were just created to claim reimbursements from the government, and there are some failures. That is the functional part of it. The theoretical part, it is a successful group, and I am happy that Awake trained them. They should look into more. Most of the speakers here focused on, I think, like the export possibility of cooperatives. I just want to augment it. We can look within also. There is a lot of market which we haven't explored within India. Make in India for India. That's what I wanted to say. For example, we were referring to the milk products. Yeah, I know many times it was not because there was lack of demand for the milk. Whenever there's a gut production and all that, there were lack of facilities to store it. And sometimes all these midday milk schemes were introduced so that instead of pouring it into gutters, at least let the children get the milk powder. So these were some of the ways the government took the initiative. But there are a lot of, actually, that's where I wanted to take on from. See, that supply chain management is a very, very challenging. Okay, one thing, export supply chain management, import, that's a different thing. Within the country, many products get lost because we don't have small cogs in the wheel. What do you mean? They may not be big entrepreneurs, but they're small. But most of them are, again, done at a private level, corporate level. Few individuals are doing. I suggest, why can't cooperatives look into small part, probably 1 to 2 crores packaging industry, plastic. Milk is not just milk alone. There are so many things once the milk reaches the final product. We had Janta Bazaars. I wanted to bring in consumer things which control the price line. Now, I don't think we see any Janta Bazaars because cooperatives are not getting into that kind of things. There is still a scope for MSMEs to enter there. Then you take sugar factories. Sugar factories is also successful. Some of these actually thrived because of the need. Before sugar factories, cooperative sugar factories were there, it was, it was harassment and all that. Now, cooperative sugar factories are controlled by members, growers, but the final product, we see only sugar. There are so many byproducts. Do we have cooperatives to get into that and sell them? Within the country, there's a lot of demand. Why I see some sugar packets, I forgot the name of that, which are good for, and they have less glucose content. They are priced nearly 5 to 10 times. And none of them are cooperatives. Lijjat Papad was only one thing which became successful, or some of them. But we are not having small cooperatives. Let them not make headlines, but let them challenge the economy. Let them be in the economy, not challenge the economy. So there is scope in that. And the aggregation of service, this is where I wanted to point out. See, long back, I think 15, 20 years back, we went to a Tamil Nadu-based packs, primary agriculture. That 2 or 3 packs were doing very well. You know why? That secretary was a smart fellow. He got one small computer, a basic computer. He had an internet, and he used to give this astrology, that report, astrology report. In rural places, the need is they go to town to get that. Now I think you can get it in mobile, that's okay. He used to give it for 15 rupees, a printout, or 20 rupees. And the profit of that society was so huge, better. I will give another example. A credit societies in Orissa, PACs, they were all profit-making. You know why? Because Orissa used to procure rice. Procurement of rice is a challenge for Orissa. Orissa grows a lot of rice. It used to do it through PACs and give them commission. Why PACs were successful? They knew that farmer, the trust that know your customer was, KYC is very natural in cooperatives. The secretary knows almost all his members. So there was no problem in getting small, inconveniences he could think. And they were happy. And all the packs in Orissa, except few, for their own reasons, as one of the reasons he was pointing out, like elections and all that, government interference, that's there everywhere. Others were all profitable because the commission was enough to make that packs profitable, primary agriculture. So there are various assisted services in which packs. Now packs as service centers is a new concept which the union government has taken. MSME's role will be there. I'm not talking in terms of specific MSME. MSME can be anything. You need to start a small initiative, an industry in the service sector. For example, do we have any plumbing cooperatives in city? Electricity? House building cooperatives are there to give sites. But whether there are cooperatives to make those roads, to make those electricity poles, no. They don't need heavy investment. They need labor, they need quality, they need somebody to regulate that. And the cost of all this with a private person is always high because he is exclusive. Services have become exclusive only to few individuals who are enterprising enough. Why can't the cooperatives take into that? There was one cooperative, I think, in Kerala, Snake Charmers Cooperative, to catch snakes. And it was successful, long back. We don't have to look that deep now. These services has exploded in Indian economy. Everywhere people need services. Sir was talking about spices, definitely. Why? I don't see cooperatives for millets packing. If there are, I'll be happy. I don't see many. Packing of millets. Millets is a fashion food. Most of the people have gone back to millets. All this Siri Dhanya Antarala. So it's become now almost a staple food. So there is a big market, but the packing, cleaning, grading, all these activities can be taken over cooperatives. Why I am just green lighting this is, some of you can take these ideas. It's not only in some particular financial activity. No, that will be there. You can augment it. And platform cooperatives was one of the things they were referred. The new cooperative policy of the government of India actually gives a lot of support to these new age cooperatives, e-marketplaces. And I have to just say a small example, like one of the people who wanted to be in cooperatives, Mr. Shiva Reddy. Have you heard about GoCop, GOCOOP? He started, actually, he wanted to do something as a marketplace for cooperatives about 10 years. So I took him to Ballari. Ballari has a lot of weavers cooperatives, which are all liquidated, almost defunct. Weavers cooperatives was famous in Ballari. But now, because of so many other reasons, the Houses which were given to weavers cooperatives, finally they got the houses which was allotted to the members by the government, the plots. That has actually made their life better now. They are no longer in weaving business. They sold those houses and somehow they made their lives. And it almost flowed. And does it mean weavers, we don't have weavers? Jeans used to be weaved. I mean, you know, Bellary is famous for that. It was all taken over by private sector. And this man actually did some study because they had lack of marketing facilities. He started that platform, e-platform for the saris only. He did not go much into the other, Ilkal saris and all that. And I think after 3 years, it broke even and it's making profit. It's a win-win for both the people. So there are so many such things, and he didn't start it with a big capital. He started with a group of dedicated people. I think you all are dedicated people who want to do something for the economy and also provide employment to yourself and the people. So these are some of the areas I wanted to just point out. And the last thing I would say is enabling factor to reduce all these problems in cooperatives. Sir was telling there should be a time limit for everything. We cannot preach morality to the crowd. The only thing which can bring in is technology. Technology means transparency. The more the technology is used, the more it is transparent. I was suggesting, if you have some experience of house building cooperative societies, even after paying a deposit for the plots, 15 years you don't get the site. You don't know whether your seniority is there or not. Why can't it be made mandatory for house building cooperative societies to have a website where every payment is put on the thing? Till now, there are some legal problems to make it, but the government of Karnataka is thinking of enabling technology, making registrations, making approvals of cooperative society online, and as he said, providing some timeline, and if it's not done, it's automatic. So there is some progress. Enabling technology not just at manufacturing level, for services, especially between citizens and the government and the regulatory agencies. If it is made online, if it is made transparent, you don't have to preach anyone to be honest and all that. I mean, all these moralities. The system itself will bring in a lot of accountability, lot of transparency. So I am for one. You can also be one of the enabling factors as an MSME, technology enabling factors. I think I know Pravin very well in this process. He wanted to bring in some excellent solutions, I think, which are particularly for cooperatives and MSMEs. So small technology at a small cost, more people use it, the cost becomes less. So cooperatives in technology also is the much needed. You don't have to depend upon big software companies to develop a small app. A 3 to 4 member guy can do it with little bit of marketing team. So I also call upon the youngsters here, women also, to enter this era also, because with the AI inside every aspect, I think we have a lot of scope for that. So with these thoughts, I would leave the crowd and the distinguished guests to further think on these aspects. I just did not want to repeat. I wanted to add what I felt is relevant for this. I hope all the entrepreneurs become successful in their own fields. And I thank the organizers for having given this opportunity. And I should compliment Awake and all the organizers for taking up such an initiative. Synergy is very much an essential part. You are not independent. Cooperation is not NMSME, Department of Labor, nothing is independent. We have to synergize our efforts. In that aspect, they have taken the right step. I should compliment them and thank them once again. Thank you, one and all.
On behalf of all of us, I would like to express again a heartfelt gratitude for the inspiring and insightful session. The emphasis you made on women entrepreneurs, the importance of women empowerment, and the potential of women in driving economic growth, also using industrial and agricultural waste in a productive manner, community-driven enterprises. You share the benefits with the long-term success. Thank you so much, sir. Now, to conclude this inaugural segment of Day 2, it's my privilege to invite Srimati Bhuvaneshwari, President of Awake, to deliver the vote of thanks. Ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon. Of course, we just delayed the inauguration, but it was very, very, very informative and a lot of insight for each one of us from each one of the speakers, sirs. So on this note, I would like to first thank Mr. Lion Pravin KK, PMJF founder and CEO, Safe Software and Integrated Solutions, where he really emphasized on the importance of cooperatives in investment in business and how facilitating financial services to women entrepreneurs. So how the cooperatives are in the forefront. So on behalf of Awake, I would request the team to kindly appreciate and convey our regards with a token of appreciation. Asha, kindly just... So Ms. Asha, our immediate past president of Awake. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to convey my thanks on behalf of Awake and the event team. Mr. Prakash Chand Pirgal, board member, National Traders Welfare Board. So sir emphasized really about the laws which the states, like the applicable of the law that is now getting applied for the traders, and also emphasized that about 3 important policies that are going to come from the PM sir and from his team on to make Viksit Bharat even more, Vikasit. That is maybe it's from the GST or be it from the Vocal for Local or, encouragement that is being given to the women entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your time off and being with us. Jagdishwari, kindly just Vice President of Awake to hand over a token of appreciation to sir. Next, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. KP Ramesh, sir, thanks for briefing about the difficulties of cooperative society, serving society, and giving various examples, maybe like KMF or societies forms for the sugar of the marketing. Very informative session. It was, and PPT practically to tell you the presentation was too good. Thank you so much, sir. So again, it's my privilege to thank Dr. Vidya Shankar sir from Spice Board, retired Deputy Director from Spice Board, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. So, sir emphasized on the importance of supply chain management in not just in food businesses, but in all the businesses, how important it is. And definitely we have to stay back in the post-session to, hear it out from him for his session in depth. Thank you so much, sir. And heartfelt thanks to Mr. Arun sir. So Arun sir is KCS, Additional Register of Cooperative Society and member, Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. So very importantly, you emphasized about the SHG, the self-help group, okay? So where you stated about 1%, less than 1% NPA. But here at this point, I would like to take an opportunity to tell you that our Asha, she sounded about SHG. So way back 20 years back only in Hosur, we trained about 2-3 of the SHG group, where now until today they have been supplying nearly about 15 to 20,000 chapatis every day to the TVS Motors in Hosur plant. So they have been consistently doing, and we feel so proud that we had trained them. They are just that huge. So in time, the chapatis about 15 to 20,000 goes every single day to TVS Motor. So thank you so much, sir, for being with us. And of course, our heartfelt thanks to all the special invitees who are here, for the yesterday inaugural and throughout the day and for today's inaugural session. And also very much heartfelt thanks to all our sponsors who have been so kind and generous enough to be sponsoring this particular 2 days event. And thanks to all the exhibitors, our MSME backbone, the MSME, the exhibitors who are there. So kindly request each one of you to kindly visit each of the stalls, just network them and just encourage them with whatever the businesses that you can render to them. And also heartfelt thanks to all the delegates who are very important segment of today's and yesterday's and today's event. Thank you once again. And we now move on to the next panel session. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.